is like not accepting, not taking responsibility for what went wrong, not being able to communicate and come to a resolution when something comes up, right? So, like, you take a pee and it turns into a mountain because nobody knows how to communicate properly. Nobody can take ownership properly of what they did wrong. And then because egos are involved, especially with people who tend to be a bit more narcissistic, they can't take any sort of blame or that they did anything wrong, or even just dealing with how their partner is feeling. If their partner comes to them and wants to talk to them about how they're feeling, that's something they can't do, right? It's just like a complete trigger for them, and they kind of explode as a result of that.
How do you maneuver now with that? I mean, this is another gray area of your life that you now have to deal with. But not only that, this is now almost your life partner. You getting ready to expect a child. Now you seeing these you call it narcissistic now, but you didn't know what it was back then. So now you see these red flags. How do you now what's the straw that says I need to address this? Either am I safe? Am I not safe? I have a child. How do I maneuver now?
So at the top, before having my son, I was in this mindset of believing, and because it was told to me over and over again, that it's my fault. That if I just didn't do this, then I wouldn't have reacted this way. Or if you didn't do this, or if you were just a different person, basically, I wouldn't be the way that I'm being. Which that in and of itself is toxic because you're in control of your. Even if I'm next to somebody toxic, but I'm a healed person, nothing that they do should allow me to behave poorly because of what they're doing, right? But I believed I was the problem. So in that situation, because I wasn't cheated on, I wasn't physically harmed. I had this person who was in alignment with all of my, you know, out of the norm beliefs and ways of life. I felt, okay, well, I just need to change. I need to be better. I need to do more. I need to keep my mouth shut more. I need to do it, right? I. So when I was pregnant with my son, I tried that. I tried to keep my mouth shut. I tried to do everything to make him happy. I had my mom come and bring his family members down to visit us while I was still pregnant. She didn't even get to say a thank you. But he left actually with his family members. No thank you to my mom. Just a complete catastrophe. And I think because I was pregnant and there were other people involved, my family, my mom, you know, I couldn't hide it in myself anymore. I couldn't hide what was going on. I couldn't rationalize it on my own anymore because there were now these other eyes that were involved. So I was forced to actually realize the reality that no, this behavior is not normal. This is not my
Um,
fault. I didn't do anything to create this. And now there's this other person who is seeing these things happen now, who is my kind of my validation of no, you're not crazy. This is crazy, right? So, in being the way I am, keeping everything to myself, not talking about it, and only having my partner's voice saying, "Well, it's you, it's you, it's you." What else are you going to believe if you're being told something over and over again? Eventually, you're going to believe it.